Welcome back to MetLife Stadium. I'm Dan Cronin, joined by Justin Rock. 7:16 remaining here in the first quarter. Penn State and Syracuse tied 0-0. Christian Hackenberg coming out for his second drive. Justin, it was a very surprising first drive for Christian. We'll see what they do here starting from the 11-yard line at a 1st and 10.
And they clearly showed some faith in him, running that NASCAR offense, going for it, not just going for it, throwing for it on 4th down. So maybe we'll see them open up the offense a little bit more. The blocking on the offensive line for the running game was not looking all that great to the early going.
Penn State comes out in a tight formation. Only one wide receiver. Hackenberg under center. Zwinak in the backfield. Hackenberg calling signals. Takes a hand and gives a handoff to Zwinak. Zwinak crosses the 10, stumbles over the 15, and gets ridden down at about the 19-yard line. That'll be a gain of 8, 2nd and 2 for Penn State.
That's what they need to do a little bit better, getting a couple extra yards. Zwinak will always fight for that extra yardage, and he had some room to run out there to the outside and was able to pick up a big chunk of yardage. It'll be 2nd down and 2.
Zwinak does a terrific job of falling forward as well, Justin. Penn State stays in the same formation. 3 tight ends, Zwinak in the backfield. And another play fake for Zwinak. Hackenberg passes over to Lehman. Lehman run down at the 19-yard line. So a pass for a gain of nothing there, and Penn State will face a 3rd and 2 here from the 19.
Maybe a half a yard if they're lucky, depending on the spot on that play.
Hackenberg had pressure in his face right away there.
Yes, he did, but he did a good job staying cool, calm, and collected, found his check down receiver. Unfortunately, Lehman couldn't get much more yardage.
So Penn State facing a 3rd and 2 from the 19. Hackenberg in the shotgun. 3 receivers. Zwinak to his right. Hackenberg drops. Sets. Pitches quickly out for Zanalato. Zanalato catches, crosses the 20, and that should be enough for the 1st down. They call him down at the 22, so a gain of 3. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Penn State. 6:02 remaining here, first quarter, no score.
And he got lit up there. Looked like that was number 8, Keon Lynn, that make him pay the price. But Zanalato bumping up very quickly, getting right back up into the line of scrimmage.
We still haven't seen Allen Robinson yet.
That's a cause for concern.
Hackenberg, 2 tight ends, 2 receivers. Quick throw out to Felder. Felder crosses the 25 before he gets met and ridden out at the 25 by Brandon Reddish.
That's a very good point there, Dan. I did not notice that Robinson has not been out on the field there yet, and you have to wonder what the reasoning is behind that. You know, we talk about possibility for some injuries, but nothing to the point where we thought he'd be missing time.
4 receivers. Zwinak is actually out, and now 5 receivers. Hackenberg behind him, in the backfield in the shotgun by himself. Takes the snap. Under pressure, throws quickly. It is tipped in the air and went through the hands of a few Syracuse defenders. That could have been bad for Penn State, and it'll be now 3rd down and 8.
Bad could have been catastrophic. And speaking of Allen Robinson, just getting word, Allen Robinson suspended for the first half here in MetLife Stadium. So a little Johnny Manziel action in Penn State country today, as that is the reason why Allen Robinson is not out there on the field. Leaves Christian Hackenberg a little bit short-handed in the first half of his collegiate career.
Hackenberg, 3rd and 8. He's under center. 3 receivers for Penn State, 1 tight end. Zwinak in the backfield. Syracuse showing pressure, and a handoff up the middle, across the 25 and ridden down at the 30. Gain of about 5. Penn State will be down to a 4th and 3, and they'll bring the punt team out.
Penn State sort of surrendering there, hoping that Zwinak could find a hole, but Syracuse crowding the line of scrimmage there. Zwinak didn't really have a chance, and the first time we'll see Alex Butterworth this year, as Penn State will punt conventionally for the first time this year.
That's right. Butterworth last year, 37.4-yard average. His career-long, 58 yards. Butterworth, a punt, high end-over-end kick. Nice job calling for a fair catch is Richie Desir. And Syracuse will take over at the 30-yard line for their second drive of the afternoon. We will head out to break. Penn State still tied 0-0 at Syracuse. 4:24 remaining here in the first quarter. You're listening to Penn State football live on Com Radio.